Welcome to a new series, SSG, Simple Small Games, a new series where I make simple small games. This episode, I'm making a basic catcher game. The point of the series is to help improve my game development, so I'm not making the game assets. Let's get started with the art assets. For the art assets, I used a simple warehouse with stacks of boxes I found online for the background. For the player, I used a basic cartoony box. And the item to catch, I used an image of 3 boxes stacked on each other. With all of the art assets found, I started to make the game. The first thing I did was set the background image to a variable so I can draw it later. After setting the background as a variable, I drew it. With the background done, I started working on more important things like the player. The first thing I did was set all the player's variables and information. After the player's variables were set, I drew it in the game. This won't be a catching game if the player couldn't move, so I made a very basic movement script for the player. But there's one problem. As you can see in the player movement test, the player could go out of the screen, so I made a condition to have the player never leave the screen. With the player done, I made the pickup/item you have to catch for the game. Then I drew it in the game. But right now you can't catch the pickup, so I made a little line of code to make the pickup always fall. Now the pickup always falls but never comes back up, so the game can only be played once. I quickly fixed that though with a simple if statement. To increase the difficulty, I also made the pickup's exposition be randomized so the player has to move. Now that the base things are done for the game, I had to make a collision detector so the player could actually catch the pickup in this long line of code. With the player able to catch the pickup object, now we need a way to track their score, so I added a simple font and a score variable to check the player's score. I added the score into the game, but it wasn't working. The reason was pretty stupid. I forgot to increase the score when the player catches the pickup, and as a bonus, decrease the score if the player misses. I thought the game was done, but after a while of playing, I felt like the game was too easy, so I decreased the player's speed. So this is the final result. You watched all the way through, so you must like my content. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you later!